Hi everyone and welcome. It's Lauren here from Acting Classes in Perth. Can you believe it? Episode number 92 already. We're getting so close to episode 100 of The Daily Show, proudly brought to you by Acting Classes in Perth. This is the show where I sit down and answer all your acting-related questions at 7 p.m. every single day here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and also Twitter simultaneously, plus an audio-only version heading on out to iTunes. You can find that by searching the iTunes podcast directory. Simply search Acting Classes in Perth. Now, if you haven't yet joined me at one of my free 3-hour acting classes for beginners, I'd love to see you there. We've got classes for all ages and all experience levels, so be sure to head on over to our website. You can visit actingclassesinperth.com/free or follow the link in the description of this video to see when and where our next free class is being held. Right now, though, let's jump into today's episode and run the intro. Today's question comes into us from Raymond. Ray, love you sending the question in, man. Thank you so much. But before we get to your question, Ray, if anyone out there is watching this right now, please give us a huge thumbs up. I'd love to know you're there. Leave a comment or ask a question or simply say hello. Plus, be sure to stay tuned because at the end of this episode, another shout out to another awesome young aspiring actor, and it's been a pleasure working with him. So I'm going to give that shout out at the end of this episode. But right now, let's listen to the question for this episode, which has been sent in to us by Raymond.
How do you re-immerse yourself back into a scene and play the character again when you find that you've lost your focus midway?
Raymond, thank you, man, for sending this in. It's an amazing question and one that's got a bit of detail to it. So I'm going to try to get through it as detailed but as quickly as I can as well, so I don't hold everybody here for long. Look, my first thought and idea that I want to throw out there, Raymond, is that the reality is that this is going to be, one of the hardest things that an actor will kind of go through in their career, and especially on the performance side of their career, and especially if you are on stage, because it's so incredibly hard to lose, where you are in that moment, or to feel that you've lost the performance and then to try to regain that. And so what I want to start with is by first of all saying that if this is happening to you a lot, what I think you need to do is go back and first ensure that you have enough prep and enough work under your belt in the rehearsal stage, in the character development stage. You need to prep so much more to ensure that you don't fall out of character, right? So firstly, maybe that's a sign that you're not prepped enough, right? Sometimes people don't like to hear that, but I'm sorry, I got to say it, yeah? So that when you are then in the moment, you can have it, and you do find that, okay, so you just lose it for a bit, right? And if you're on a film, it's not a major problem, because if you lose it, you just say to the director, sorry, I've lost that, or, sorry, man, can we go that again because I think I've lost it? Something like that. It's really not a major issue on a film set. It's obviously a lot more stressful if you're on stage. And so what I want you to do is be as prepared as you can. And then when you are on stage, if you have that moment where all of a sudden you just kind of lose the character, I want you to keep the character's look and physicality and energy. Don't be like, I've lost it. Right? Because that is not going to go well. And the audience is going to know you lost it. So what you've got to do is you've got to try to fake through it, first of all, right? And to do that, what I want you to do is keep holding the physicality and the look of your character, and then use the space and your body to keep the audience engaged while you have a moment where you silently in your head have your little half a second freak out. And then you need to go, in your mind, okay, I need to find this again, but you don't break the external character with your physicality, and you don't break the external character with the with the face as well, right? And so then you have a moment where you can go, okay, all inside. Okay, what do I need to go back to? Where do I find it? You take a second or two, you channel in the emotion, you find it, you become more present in the moment. You take a breath, you focus, and then you go for it. And at the end of the day, if that performance wasn't your best, learn from that. It's okay, right? You're never going to have the best performance every single time. It's not possible. You need to have those light and shades. You need to have moments of falling down. And in doing that, you realize how far you've come. And in doing that, you also realize what you need to work on. And then as you move forward, you realize that those fall downs, they happen less frequently. And it just gets a whole lot easier the more you do it. So yes, Raymond, I agree. Being present in the moment and falling, and losing character is hard. But it just comes with the territory. Hold face, hold physicality, hold body, use the space, and in your mind, bring it back, focus, take a deep breath, and find the energy. That's your job as an actor, man. And you know what? Raymond, I know that you can do it. If you liked Raymond's question, then please show your support by clicking. No, don't kick your computer or your iPhone or smartphone. I want you to click the share button. Help out your fellow actor. If you are watching us right now, be sure to click the like and follow our page as well. If you are on Facebook or Twitter, if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then simply click subscribe and be sure to hit the notifications bell next to it. And if you are listening to us on iTunes, simply click subscribe. Plus, don't forget, join me at my next free 3-hour acting class for beginners. You can do that by heading over to actingclassesinperth.com/free or simply click the link in the description of this video. Now, before we go, today's shout out is to another young gentleman who has achieved so much since starting with us. And what I mean by that is his focus and his dedication, and pairing with and working with the shout out I gave out yesterday to Baden. He's been working with Baden a lot in student films and in small short films, been building some YouTube content, and I'm really proud of you, Cameron McFarlane, for going out there and really applying. You know, there are adults that haven't really applied as much as you have, and I'm so incredibly proud of everything you've done, both with and without Baden as well. Especially when you get to class, you're fun, you're relaxed, you've got great sense of humor, and I love the jokes you throw. I often hear them, even though I don't think you always know that I hear them. Mate, it's always a pleasure, and I'm super excited to help you continue even further. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm going to see you again tomorrow at 7 p.m. for another awesome question answered by me here at Acting Classes in Perth. You've been watching The Daily Show. Stay safe, and like always, happy acting.